Marcos Village. Hooray! We're the people of Nueva Vida. Viva Nueva Vida High School was born. It was in the warm month of March in 1966 where the late board member Bernardo M. Piñol Sr. initiated a meeting with the Barangay Council of Nueva Vida under the leadership of Barangay Captain Braulio Tusoy Sr.
Disseminating the information of the work of Republic Act number 1654, otherwise known as the Barrio High School Charter, which orders the establishment of Barrio High Schools nationwide.
Nueva Vida High School is one of the first Barrio High schools in the country.
Hail to thee, Mr. Bernardo M. Piñol Sr.
Hail to thee, Barangay Captain Braulio Tusoy Sr. In 1977,
There was an order that the high school should be separated from the elementary school and must have its own site.
the late Mr. Bernardo M. Piñol, being the district supervisor, presented this to Nueva Vida Barangay Council under the leadership of Barangay Captain Leon Lacdoo Sr. The late Mr. Bernardo M. Piñol Sr. convinced the Mr. Matildo Sipada Sr. to donate for the school site. Mr. Sipada, having a big heart and concern for the education of the coming generations, donated a parcel of his vast tract of land. Nueva Vida High School was transferred to its own site along Makilala sa Coron National Highway where it stands at present.
The 1.7-hectare campus has now become the seat of knowledge.
It is the only barangay at the eastern portion of the municipality of Lang in the province of Guatemala. Nueva Vida High School fared well under the supervision of its school heads.
The dynamic and innovative Mrs. Lourdes P. Vargas from 1979 to 1982.
And the self-motivated, silent worker, Mrs. Mariliana V. Tamagos, from then on up to the present, and was succeeded by Dr. Cynthia S. Bustillo. At present, we are under the supervision of Maria Ronda D. Lobaton, Principal 1.
Long live Mrs. Lourdes P. Vargas.
Long live Mrs. Martiniana V. Tamagos. Hail to thee, Mr. Matildo Sipada Sr. Long live Barangay Captain Leon Lacdoo. During Nueva Vida High School's first year in its own site, learning took place inside the barangay chapel and in the space offered by the Sipadas inside their own house. In 1980, the four-room PTA building was put up under the leadership of PTA President Aurelio Sutusta Sr. This humble structure sheltered the populace of Nueva Vida High School for about 18 years.
But alas,
As the PTA building continued to add its age, year after year, walls started to crack and leak. Roofs started to oxidize into rust and make holes. Cement and flooring started to split.
students, together with their teachers,
Flocked into one corner of the room so as not to get wet during the rain. The building was dilapidated, a four-room structure at the heart of the campus.
where no one would dare to take a look.
It was a school wallowing in poverty. The population continued to grow and grew.
And grew.
Congestion was felt by everyone. It's uncomfortable.
It's warm.
It's dark. Hey, there's a rat.
Scream the girl.
There's a cockroach.
Scream another.
There's a gecko.
Scream the teacher.
There's a snake.
Scream another.
Ew! It's a mini zoo. On August 21, 1998, PTCA Secretary Cynthia S. Bustillo drafted a resolution addressed to Honorable Governor Manny Enriquez requesting for a 5-classroom school building.
Alas, the request was approved in summer 1998.
However, upon examination of the approved plan, of Deliberation, Barangay Captain Gerardo M. Piñon, member of the Board of Directors, remarked with confidence.
Kung nangayo ka sa kamay, dapuon ka na lang. Let us request for a 10-classroom, 2-story, progressive type school building.
All the members of the Board of Directors agreed with this proposal. The PDCA Secretary again drafted another PDCA resolution requesting for the postponement of the building of the 5-classroom building. It also included the amendment of the proposed plan from a 5-classroom building to a 10-classroom, 2-story school building.
On July 28, 1999, the principal disclosed her plan to refurbish the old PTA building while waiting for the promise of the provincial government of Cotabato.
The PDCA, under the leadership of Mr. Domingo Yulatic, committed to shoulder the labor expenses. The principal also revealed the intention of Honorable Governor Manny Piñon to adopt Nueva Vida High School.
A new hope from a big applause reverberated.
Long live Governor Manny Piñon! On June 21, 2000, the principal informed the parents during the PTCA General Assembly that the plan of repairing the old PTA was not materialized since the trusses were no longer serviceable.
At the midst of great inconvenience, Nueva Vida High School was blessed with a 2-classroom school building through a PTCA resolution addressed to Honorable Congressman Gregorio T. Ipo of District 2.
Long live Honorable Congressman Gregorio T. Ipo!
Early in March 2001, the dilapidated old PTA building was demolished.
Construction of the progressive type 10-classroom, 2-story school building commenced on May 2001 on the same location. Classes went on underneath the temporary shelter that was put up through the efforts of the PDCA. It was a school with no walls, no ceilings.
No floors.
Oh no! A school with no walls, no ceilings, no floors. Yes, indeed. However, life went on smoothly, despite the absence of the usual amenities enjoyed by students and teachers in prestigious schools.
Students and teachers tried to withstand the irritating bites of mosquitoes.
Scorching heat of the sun on late afternoons, coldness of the forest breeze when it rains, and the slippery muddy trail from June 2001 to October 6, 2002. And then the day came, the day in which the students have been waiting.
In October 7, 2002, just after the flag raising ceremony, the principal announced,
You can now transfer to your new home. The 5 rooms of the progressive type of school building is now ready for occupancy. Yay! Mabuhay! Governor Manny Piñon, mabuhay! With overflowing excitement, the exodus of students created a christening mood. It was a carnival filled with joy and enthusiasm inside the campus. Our new room, amazing! And ours, wonderful!
Nueva Vida High School is going better and better and better.
But alas! But alas!
But alas,
But alas! The remnant of this 5-classroom unfinished building faded away as time went on. As passersby seemed ridiculed us for being too ambitious. As mosses continued to grow on the cemented walls. As window and door jambs started to decay.
and as the pain started to fade,
It was mere optimism that energized us to continue on hoping for the best. It was mere trust and confidence on the promise of the Honorable Governor Emmanuel F. Piñon.
that we will work for the completion of the second floor before his term of office ends.
This inspired us to continue and continue and continue on dreaming. The struggle for academic excellence was not relieved by all this mess. Nueva Vida High School top the National Achievement Test in 2005 can still remain to be on top of the list in the succeeding
through the magical powers of its third godfather, the eldest son of Nueva Vida High School,
Honorable Emmanuel F. Piñon, with the help of the Secondary Education Development and Improvement Project with the cooperation of the local government unit of NAC. The ones in your school has finally caught the admiration of every passerby. Why?